My coffee mug slips from my grasp, crashing against the kitchen tiles with a sharp crack. Ceramic fragments scatter across the floor, but I barely register the mess. My gaze is locked on my phone, my thumb swiping through a gallery of joyful faces gathered in my aunt's sunlit backyard. 34 people, I count, my mind clinging to the number as if recounting might alter it. Distant cousins I haven't seen in years, my mother's old college friend, even great-aunt Judith, who shuffles with a walker, are all there. Everyone except me. The bridal shower photos reveal tables adorned with cream linens, vibrant coral and mint centerpieces, Fiona's favorite colors, and champagne glasses raised in endless toasts. It's a scene meticulously orchestrated, likely planned months in advance. A celebration I only discovered moments ago. The pain cuts deeper because just last month, I mailed Fiona a handwritten card, adorned with pressed flowers from my balcony garden, congratulating her on her engagement. I'd even offered to design her wedding materials, invitations, programs, anything she needed, free of charge, a heartfelt gesture from one cousin to another. Now my Portland condo feels colder, despite the spring sunlight pouring through the windows. The warmth that comforted me minutes ago now feels stark, revealing. I wasn't merely overlooked. I was intentionally excluded. I slump onto a kitchen stool, memories flooding back like an unstoppable wave. Last Thanksgiving replays vividly. Aunt Marlene's voice ringing across her dining room, praising Fiona's promotion to vice president at the bank at just 29. Always knew she'd achieve greatness, she'd said, her smile radiant for my younger cousin. Then her eyes turned to me, the warmth fading. And Ocean's still tinkering with her little hobby, those logos and such. That little hobby funded this condo. That little hobby secured contracts with 3 national brands. My parents sat silently, nodding, as the family crowned Fiona the star, dismissing me in plain sight. When I mentioned the $150,000 down payment I'd saved over 7 years for my home, the conversation swiftly returned to Fiona's sparkling engagement ring. My hands shake as I pick up my phone again. I open my mother's contact and call before I can hesitate. She answers on the 4th ring. "Ocean, is everything okay?" Her voice carries that familiar mix of concern and judgment, as if she's already deemed my call an overreaction. "Fiona had a bridal shower yesterday," I say, my voice steadier than I feel. "Everyone was there. Why wasn't I invited?" A heavy pause, then a sigh. "Oh, that. Marlene thinks you tend to make everything about yourself. Fiona deserves her moment." The words hit like a slap. "Make everything about myself?" I counter. "When have I ever—" "Please, Ocean, don't start," she interrupts. This is exactly what we wanted to avoid. Fiona deserves a celebration without drama. I straighten, noticing how my shoulders had hunched, my body instinctively shrinking. "So I'm drama now? That's what you all think?" "It's not personal, Ocean," she says, her go-to phrase for dismissing my feelings. My trembling hand steadies, a calm clarity settling over me. This wasn't a mistake. It was deliberate, planned, discussed. "I'm calling Aunt Marlene," I say. "Ocean, don't—" Her voice spikes with panic, but I've already ended the call. I dial Aunt Marlene, my resolve surprising me. Her voice answers sharp and impatient. "Hello. Why wasn't I invited to Fiona's bridal shower?" I ask, skipping pleasantries. A pause. "I was wondering when you'd call," she says. No apology, just cold acknowledgement. "You shouldn't be there. Fiona deserves a day that's hers alone." As if my presence would dim her joy. As if I'm a shadow threatening her spotlight. "I'm her cousin. Her only cousin," I say, the words hollow even to me. "Family ties clearly mean nothing." "Listen, Ocean." Marlene's tone hardens. "We've discussed this, including the wedding plans. Don't make this bigger than it needs to be. Some family ties are already fragile. The threat is clear. Push back, and I risk losing what little connection remains." I stand by my kitchen window, gazing at the city below, and a truth crystallizes. My family prioritizes appearances over authentic bonds. They always have. I hang up without a goodbye. The silence in my apartment feels liberating, not heavy. A cardinal perches on my balcony railing, its red feathers striking against the gray spring sky. It watches me briefly before soaring away, and I wonder what true freedom feels like. Later, while sketching logo concepts for a client, my phone pings. I nearly ignore it. Deadlines don't wait, but glance at the screen. A group message from Aunt Marlene. Bring Fiona's wedding flowers Saturday. Good we didn't invite Ocean. Less drama. My pencil freezes. The room tilts as I lean against the counter, breath shallow, vision blurring. I reread it. Not a mistake, but a calculated exclusion. I screenshot it before the message vanishes with a soft whoosh. Deleted, but not before I captured proof. The chat includes Fiona, Aunt Marlene, and my mother. Of course. The next morning, I drive to my parents' suburban home, the screenshot like a weight in my pocket. My mother opens the door, gardening clothes smudged with dirt. Ocean, what a surprise. I was about to make tea. She leads me to the living room, settling into her armchair with ease while I stand, noticing family photos on the mantel, Fiona centered. My face obscured or mid-blink. I got a message yesterday, I say, showing her the screenshot. Accidentally sent to me. Her expression shifts to resignation, not surprise. We agreed it was easier this way, she says, smoothing her pants. Fiona deserves a wedding without complications. Complications? The word stings. You mean me? Don't be dramatic, Ocean, she sighs. Maybe make other plans for that weekend in May. Other plans? I repeat, hands trembling but voice steady. While Fiona's married at the Grand Lake Hotel, that $95,000 wedding where every distant relative is invited except me? Her eyebrows lift. How do you know the venue? Cousin Rachel asked about carpooling, I say, watching her flinch. She assumed I'd be there. Silence stretches like a widening gulf. Your father and I think it's better this way, she says finally. The whole family agrees. What have they been told about me? I ask softly. She looks away, fidgeting with a thread. That you're sensitive about Fiona's attention. The betrayal hits hard. Years of holidays where I stayed quiet as Fiona was celebrated, my achievements ignored. You're erasing me from the family story, I say, clarity dawning. Everyone thinks I'm difficult because that's what you've said. That's not true, she protests, avoiding my eyes. But it is, and I face a choice. Accept exclusion or risk losing the fragile family ties left. She stands, moving to the window. I hope you'll make the right choice. We've been helping with your property taxes. If you cause trouble? I laugh bitterly. Like standing up for myself? Refusing to be erased? I leave without a goodbye, driving aimlessly for hours. 3 client deadlines pass as I sit paralyzed in my condo, unable to focus. 3 days of potential income vanish as I stare at my phone, hoping for an apology that never comes. That evening, my friend Isla arrives with Thai food and wine, listening without judgment. That's emotional manipulation, she says, pouring wine. They're gaslighting you into thinking you're the problem when they're excluding you. Classic toxic family dynamics. Her words are a lifeline, grounding me. Alone on my balcony later, I watch city lights flicker as the cardinal returns, then flies off. I debate crashing Fiona's wedding to confront them or stepping away to create my own joy. Is fighting for painful family ties worth it? Fiona's engagement photos hit my Instagram at 8:17 a.m. Tuesday. Her smile radiant against autumn leaves. Her fiancé's gaze rehearsed. The caption cuts deep. Celebrating with those who truly support us, keeping our wedding intimate. Messages from distant cousins flood in, accusing me of causing drama, claiming family should support each other. I realize they're rewriting history, painting me as the one who declined an invitation. That evening, my grandmother calls, voice heavy with disappointment. Ocean, I never thought you'd refuse to support Fiona. A plate nearly slips from my hands. Grandma, I wasn't invited, I say. That's not what Marlene told me, she replies firmly. She said you couldn't set aside jealousy for one day. I stand frozen at the sink, water cooling over my hands. As the family narrative solidifies without me, Isla later confirms Aunt Marlene's been spreading tales of my jealousy issues. Then Barton Media cancels my contract, citing I'm difficult to work with. Westerly Home Goods follows, costing me $27,000. I trace connections. Barton's director plays tennis with my uncle. Westerly's owner attends Marlene's church. Sleepless nights follow, my routine fracturing. I avoid Marigold Coffee, where Marlene's bridge club meets, and switch grocery stores after seeing my mother's friend. Social media becomes torture, each notification spiking my pulse. I document family interactions in a journal. Dates, words, witnesses, though I'm unsure why. An anonymous text arrives Sunday. Some aren't stable enough for formal events. Your absence is a kindness. Marlene's cruel phrasing. My phone falls as something inside me breaks. Isla arrives, arms full of Thai food and wedding magazines. "Let's plan something worth celebrating," she says, pushing past me. As my mother's car pulls into my lot, I lie about a client call. My mother enters, scanning my condo like it's evidence of instability.